Visual art has existed since the beginning of human history, and it has always been a way of showing people what the world was like. A piece of visual art can be any creation that an audience appreciates by looking at it. Visual art forms include paintings, drawings, sculptures, prints, photos, installation art rooms, and much more. Society's definition of good art is always changing. Sometimes, a piece that wasn't considered artistic when it was created was later considered as art. Visual art is created and seen by people all around the world, but it has evolved so many times in the United States alone. In the early 1800s, Romanticism was popular. This style emphasized individuality, emotions, and a desire to escape the structures of society. In the late 1800s, Realism, an opposing style, became a favorite. Realism showed what society and people's lives were really like, especially from the view of the poor. Abstract art began in the 20th century, and it focused on shapes, colors, and forms. Abstract art also allowed artists to freely express themselves in new ways. Pop art was another style that began in the 1960s, and it depicted how reliant people were on material objects with humor and irony. Later, pop art was inspired by people's desire for society to change, and pop art was especially influenced by protests of the Vietnam War, a big issue at the time. When the internet was created, digital tools and new opportunities for artists came with it. Not only did online tools become very useful, but the internet allowed artists to share their art with a wide audience easily. Recently, immersive and interactive art pieces have been popular. Immersive and interactive art are experiences for both artists and non-artists. This new form allows visual art to stand out in a sea of images on the internet. So, what is your favorite form of visual art?
I like landscape paintings.
Okay. Do you make any visual art?
I usually just do drawings whenever I'm free or bored.
Who or what is your favorite visual artist or art style?
I don't have a favorite artist, but I love paintings, and the most favorite that I can think of is Bob Ross.
Okay. And what does visual art as a whole mean to you?
For me, it just demonstrates someone's personality or how they like to express their feelings.
What is your favorite form of visual art?
I like paintings.
Do you make any visual art?
Not very much. I have a friend though who does.
What kind does your friend do?
She does like many styles, like she does pop art, collage, paintings sometimes.
Who or what is your favorite visual artist or art style?
I like paintings a lot.
But what does visual art as a whole mean to you?
It means showing who you are or what you want for the world or your ideas.
What is your favorite form of visual art?
My favorite form of visual art is clay and like the clay art and all that. I really like David by Michelangelo.
Do you make any visual art?
I try to. Most of the time, no. But I would like to try that clay art thing.
And you said your favorite artist was a sculpture artist?
Yeah.
Who or what is your favorite visual artist? Could you just repeat that?
Michelangelo.
And what does visual art as a whole mean to you?
I think it means like expressing one's emotions. It's always been it's like so crucial that like it's part of humanity and culture. That's what I think. I think it's expressing like humanity through like visually.
What is your favorite form of visual art?
Well, I really like acrylics because, like, have you seen acrylic paint? It's delicious. It looks edible.
Do you make any visual art?
I kind of, like, it's not really good, but, like, I can.
What kind have you made?
I've done watercolor, and I've done, like, a few things with clay, like, at school because of art class, and it's really fun.
Who or what is your favorite visual artist or art style?
I like modern, like abstract, because like you can like kind of do anything you want and like to express yourself.
And what does visual art as a whole mean to you?
Well, if you're creating it, it's like just fun, and like it's pretty to look at too.
Visual art is influenced by the world around it and by the artist's views on the world. In the past, popular visual art styles emphasize the artist's desires for change in society. Now, artists continue to express themselves through new forms of art with more freedom and opportunities than before. Visual art has been and always will be a creative and unique way for artists to communicate their thoughts to an audience.